Can India take back POK region from Pakistan? Recently, you might have heard statement from Indian Defence Minister Rajnath Singh and Northern Army Commander Lieutenant General Upendra Trivedi that India will take back POK and army is ready with plan. Rajnath Singh was more specific. India's goal is to reclaim areas such as Gilgit and Baltistan in POK in accordance with resolution passed by Parliament in 1994. Why Indian government is wrecking up POK at this moment? What will be the plan? Can India really take back POK from Pakistan? Let's explore in this video. POK is Pakistan occupied Kashmir region which consists of Azad Kashmir and Gilgit-Baltistan. Pakistan invaded a part of Kashmir around 1947 and while India held back Jammu and Kashmir. POK is a picturesque region covered with snow-clad mountains, valley, passes, river and more. In addition, POK is strategically important region for both Pakistan and India. Have POK region been with India, India would have cut off direct land access between Pakistan and China and encircled Pakistan. Also, this would have denied China access to Arabian Sea via Pakistan. India will be able to reach Central Asian region via Afghanistan and establish a trade and strategic route via this region. This would have improved India trade, strategic access and military power compared to China and Pakistan. Also, this solves the Kashmir equation and who owns them entirely. Unfortunately, India missed many chances to take back POK from Pakistan. For instance, India had a clear upper hand in 1971 Bangladesh Liberation War, where it had made Pakistan to surrender its army. With this leverage, India could have taken back POK both militarily or through diplomatic maneuvers, which it has missed. If India failed to take back POK in 1971, why it is trying to take back now when Pakistan is having nuclear weapons? Even if India has the military might and capabilities, the cost of POK war will be very high now and India may go back by 30 to 40 years in development after the outcome of the war. Will India risk that at now? When India is growing fast, will it put spanner in its own development? But wait, some wars are fought in days, some wars are fought for years, but some wars are fought for hundreds of years. This is one such war. This war is not going to be fought only with weapons, but with strategic approach, espionage and unraveling of events that will shape India and China geopolitics in coming year. The main reason why India will find it difficult to take back POK is not because of Pakistan, but because of China. POK is more important to China than to Pakistan, as it will act as a lifeline to China if India blocks Malacca Strait. Also, POK will cut off Central Asia from India. Therefore, India cannot build a pan-Asian network stretching towards Europe. What are the three scenarios in which India can take back POK? Number 1. If China is weakened both economically or politically. Number 2. China make India as its friend and distrust Pakistan. And number 3. China becomes politically unstable and in the verge of disintegration. Let's explore these scenarios one by one. Number 1. China is weakened both economically or militarily. This is highly unlikely scenario as China continue its growth momentum and is largest trading partner for many countries in the world. China practices economies of scale to the perfection. It will take decades to offset its position as a world factory. By that time, China would have amassed wealth and military power. China will not be weakened by itself in this front. Even USA will not expect China to be weak economically as it would put its companies in difficult position. Therefore, this option is ruled out. Number 2. China make India as its friend and ditches Pakistan. This is the distant scenario where India need to take Pakistan position for China. India need to lose many things which include strategically, diplomatically for this. China and India have many alignments. For instance, both countries converge on WTO issues, extremism, multipolar world, and there are even cultural and civilization link between both countries. As a matter of fact, China is culturally more closer to India than Pakistan. But that cannot be an alternative for aspirations. Both countries are giants and none will play second fiddle to each other. This is in contrary to Pakistan, where Pakistan is happy to serve China in all fronts. China will not let go country as Pakistan as it will act as a vassal state. Number 3, the most important one. China becomes politically unstable and is the verge of disintegration. Now, this is the scenario which India can expect to happen. Coupled with China's disintegration and India military power, they can subdue Pakistan and take back POK. This is a long term plan that can take many decades, and it is affected by change in geopolitical condition. China is a communist country with a capital outlook. History tells us communism has never kept a country stable and long lasting. China survives because it has dissociated communism from economy and made it appear to be capitalistic. However, communism is there in politics, people preferences, and ownership. Now, recent event shows that China is unraveling from zero COVID policy and many cities look unstable. Chinese communism has made Chinese people slaves in their own land. Compare this with India, where people are back in life after COVID. There is no zero COVID policy that restricts human movement. Fall of popularity of Chinese communism is the start of Chinese downfall. Similar to this event, there are many upheaval that will make Chinese people hostile against its own government. Then it will be the start of disintegration. There are many regions in China that is aspiring for independence, such as Tibet, Manchuria, Xinjiang. This can create a chain reaction and lead to Soviet-style disintegration, or China converting to democracy with the fall of communism. Democracy aspirations are catching up with Chinese people. This will be the ideal scenario for India to recapture POK, as politically weakened China or democratic China will not stop India from taking its own region. Time will tell how this evolves.